All right. So, hi everyone. A very good morning to all of you, and welcome back once again to another class of government schemes. In today's class, we are going to cover two very important schemes of the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. These are Ayushman Bharat Yojana and Janani Suraksha Yojana. Right. So, please give me a thumbs up if you guys can see me properly and can hear me properly. Then I'll quickly start the class. And due to the huge thunderstorm and rainfall and whatnot, the Friday's class could not be conducted. And I hope आप सबको पता ही था इसके बारे में. मैंने मैसेज कर दिया था अपने टेलीग्राम चैनल पे. Please give me a thumbs up if you guys can see me properly and can hear me properly. And from today, we are going to start the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. So for the next 5-6 classes, in the next 5 or 6 classes, we are going to finish the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. ठीक है, जल्दी से बताइए if everything is fine, if you guys can see me properly and can hear me properly. And these two schemes, I should not tell you, are very very important. A lot of times, a lot of questions have already been asked in the examination, and there are huge chances that in future also the questions will be asked from these particular schemes. All right, so let's begin with Ayushman Bharat Yojana. What is the objective? When our elders, when our elder, हमारे हमसे जो बड़े हैं, with the people who are elder to us, gives us the blessing, what they say, Ayushman Bhav. Ayushman Bhav means what? May you have may you live long, right? That is the meaning of Ayushman Bhava. May you live long. So this name, the name of the scheme is what? Ayushman Bharat, which means the government wants to, uh, have a, the government wants to provide a longer life to the citizens, and how the longer life can be provided by ensuring the good access to the good healthcare services, and that is the objective of this particular scheme. That is the universal health coverage. Okay, to achieve universal health coverage by providing affordable and accessible healthcare to the economically weaker sections of the society. The scheme is majorly focused on the sections of the society which is economically weaker. जो गरीब है, जो अंडरसर्व्ड है, जो अनसर्व्ड है, जो कि इलाज का खर्चा नहीं उठा सकते, उनके लिए ये स्कीम अफोर्डेबल और एक्सेसिबल हेल्थ केयर सर्विस देती है. इट वाज लॉन्च इन द ईयर 2018 एंड इट इज बीइंग इम्प्लीमेंटेड बाय द नेशनल हेल्थ अथॉरिटी. इसको नेशनल हेल्थ अथॉरिटी जो है वो इम्प्लीमेंट कर रही है, राइट. What is the eligibility criteria? Who can take the benefits of Ayushman Bharat? I think बहुत सारे लोगों के पास है. The scheme has a wider access, and the beneficiaries are identified based on socio-economic caste census data, right? It includes poor, it includes deprived rural families, it includes specific occupational categories of urban workers, right? you know they have been expanding the Ayushman Bharat to different sectors as well. Like for example, recently they provided the Ayushman Bharat Yojana benefits to all the street vendors under Swamitwa Yojana. They provided the Ayushman Bharat benefits to all the unorganized workers under Pradhan Mantri, uh, under a scheme of Ministry of Labor and Employment. Okay, so basically the access of Ayushman Bharat Yojana is quite wider, and that is why there are huge number of beneficiaries under this scheme. And this scheme actually, an extension, or you can say it is a rechristened form of Rashtriya Swasthya Bima Yojana. Rashtriya Swasthya Bima Yojana. So the families which were enrolled already under Rashtriya Swasthya Bima Yojana are also eligible under Ayushman Bharat, right? The target group is the 10.74 crore families, approximately 50 crore individuals, and I believe this much target has already been achieved, right? There is no cap on family size, age, or gender. Yeah, this is something which is very important. Whether your family has 10 people, or whether your family has 5 people, or whether your family has two people, it doesn't matter at all, right? 5 lakh rupees cover is provided uh, to the family. Age is again is not a restriction. Gender भी किसी तरीके का कोई restriction नहीं है, and it focuses on the vulnerable and economically weaker sections. Okay? Now there are two major components through which this particular scheme is being implemented. Okay, there are two major components. One is health and wellness center, which they are now calling as Ayushman Arogya Mandir. Right? They are now calling it as Ayushman. One second. Okay. Which they are now calling as Ayushman Arogya Mandir. Now, what are these health and wellness center? See, when we talk about the healthcare, when we talk about the healthcare, it is divided into three portions. One is primary healthcare, then we have secondary, and then we have tertiary healthcare. ठीक है, primary, secondary, and tertiary. So through Ayushman Bharat Yojana, the government provides all the three types of healthcare services to the beneficiaries. The primary healthcare services are being provided through the Ayushman Arogya Mandirs, right? And the secondary and tertiary healthcare services are being provided through the Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana, which is the second component of this particular scheme. ठीक है, so the Ayushman Arogya Mandirs are intended to provide the primary health care to the beneficiaries. ठीक है, the primary health care to the beneficiaries, these are basically nothing but the primary health care centers. ठीक है, बस नाम आयुष्मान आरोग्य मंदिर है. So the scheme had targeted the creation of 1,50,000 health and wellness centers by December 2022. The target has already been achieved and we have around 1,70,000 Ayushman Arogya Mandirs across the country now. ठीक है, as I already told you, these centers deliver comprehensive primary health care. These centers are only for the primary health care, and in case there is a need of secondary or tertiary healthcare, then the matter is referred to the district hospital or maybe another hospital. Okay, they cover both maternal and child health services and non-communicable diseases. Every kind of diseases are being covered. And the very first Ayushman Arogya Mandir was established at Bijapur in Chhattisgarh. Okay, now the next component, that is the Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana, which is actually the world's largest health insurance scheme. It is the world's largest. No government in this world is providing such a large insurance coverage to its health insurance coverage to its citizens. Right? A cover of 5 lakh rupees is provided for secondary and tertiary healthcare in empaneled public and private hospitals also. Not only the public hospitals, they are also providing treatment in the private hospitals. For example, in case there is no vacant bed, or there is no vacant bed in ICU in any particular government hospital or the public hospital, then in that case the treatment can also be done in the private hospitals as well, up to obviously rupees 5 lakh. Okay, 3 days pre-hospitalization and 15 days post-hospitalization expenses are also covered. Okay, there is no restriction on family age, family size, age, or gender. I already told you, and all the pre-existing diseases are covered. This is something which makes this health insurance scheme unique from the other health insurance that we have from the private health insurance companies. जब भी आप health insurance लेने जाएंगे, whenever you go and have an health insurance, they say that all the pre-existing diseases will not be covered for the next 2 years. है ना? But here they are already covering all the pre-existing diseases from the day one of enrollment. From the day one of enrollment. This makes the scheme unique. Okay, I hope the components are clear. Talking about the models, implementation model, how the scheme is being implemented. Okay, कैसे implement हो रही है? So there are three models of implementation. Okay, please listen to these carefully. Number one is trust model. What is trust model? So under this process or way of model, a way of implementation, the scheme is directly being implemented by the state health authority. ठीक है, कौन कर रहा है इसको? स्टेट हेल्थ अथॉरिटीज को डायरेक्टली इंप्लीमेंट कर रहा है. The SHA directly reimburses the healthcare providers. So the beneficiary goes to the hospital, takes the treatment. The beneficiary goes to the hospital, takes the treatment, right? And the amount, or the bill for that particular treatment is paid by the state health authority directly. This is trust model. Okay. Then we have insurance model, the second model, under which an insurance company or a number of insurance companies are selected by the state health authority, which have the responsibility to implement the scheme. What happens under insurance model is the SHA, that is state health authority, pays the premium to the insurance company. So basically, एक middleman आ गया बीच में. Now there is an inclusion of middleman between the state health authority and the hospital which are providing the treatment. And that middleman is insurance. Okay? So how this insurance model is being implemented? The state health authority pays the premium to the insurance company per eligible family, and the insurance company does the claim settlement and reimburses to the healthcare providers. Now you will say that what is the difference then? Why not state health authority is paying premium directly to the hospitals, because here in the insurance model, the state health authority is relieving itself from the administrative process like settlement reimbursement, उससे वो अपने आप को बचा रहा है. ठीक है, वो क्या कर रहा है, सीधा इंश्योरेंस वालों को पैसे दे रहा है और इंश्योरेंस कंपनी कर रही है आगे सेटलमेंट रीइंबर्समेंट और बाकी हॉस्पिटल से लेन देन का काम. ठीक है, सो बेसिकली इट इज रिलीविंग इटसेल्फ ऑफ दी एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव प्रोसेस. ठीक है, उसके और यू कैन से दी ऑपरेशनल थिंग्स. The third model is mixed model, or you can also call it as hybrid model, under which both state and insurers have a role to play. ठीक है, यहाँ पे the insurance company is responsible for claim settlements, while the state is responsible for maintaining funds. Okay, I hope it is clear. If yes, please give me a thumbs up. So these are the three models of implementation of Ayushman Bharat Yojana. Now, talking about other features, so it is completely cashless and paperless. ठीक है, beneficiaries can avail of cashless treatment in paneled public and private hospitals. The scheme ensures portability, which means it is not like the for example, if you have made your Ayushman card in Delhi, so you can also have the treatment in Mumbai as well. So basically, the coverage is being provided across the country, across all the hospitals which are impaneled across the country. Okay, and empaneled hospitals include public and private hospitals. Deployment: the scheme deploys Pradhan Mantri Arogya Mitras in hospital to assist the beneficiaries. Okay, for example, if I am an Ayushman Bharat Yojana beneficiary and I do not know how to avail the benefits of Ayushman Bharat, what should I do when I go to the hospital, right? So there are certain assistants which have been deployed in the Ayushman Bharat Yojana, and these assistants are called as Pradhan Mantri Arogya Mitras. ठीक है, and approximately 48% of hospital admissions under the scheme have been availed by women, thereby focusing on gender inequality, women empowerment, the basic things. Okay, I hope, my dear friends, this scheme is clear. Talking about the impacts, so this scheme particularly has huge impacts. It has saved beneficiaries over 1 lakh crore by reducing out of pocket expenditure, and this is the major impact that this particular scheme has created. This has reduced the out of pocket expenditure of the beneficiaries. बहुत बड़ा अमाउंट होता है 5 लाख रुपए का कवर, और 5 लाख रुपए का कवर अगर सरकार दे रही है, सो इट इज रिड्यूसिंग अ ह्यूज बर्डन from the lower class, the lower class, the middle class, and the poor and the poor people. Okay, and one more thing I would like to highlight here, that this scheme is not being implemented by only one state in the country now, that is West Bengal. Earlier it was Delhi, Odisha, and West Bengal, but now recently the scheme is being implemented. The scheme has been implemented in Delhi and Odisha as well. So now only one state left, that is West Bengal, and the day when the central government, the party जिसकी सरकार सेंटर में होगी, अगर उसकी सरकार वेस्ट बंगाल में बन गई, this scheme will be implemented in West Bengal also. ठीक है, दिल्ली और उड़ीसा में यही हुआ, हमने देखा. चलिए, interstate portability, right? I already told you this. One can avail the benefits of Ayushman Bharat throughout the country. ठीक है, ऐसा नहीं है कि हम दिल्ली में enrolled है तो दिल्ली में ही लेंगे, नहीं. Private sector participation is there, and it promoting digital health because it is providing completely paperless and cashless healthcare services. ठीक है, that's all the impacts. Now, let's talk about the Janani Suraksha Yojana. Janani Suraksha Yojana. Now, how can we determine the objective? Janani means what? Ma, mother, who gives you the birth. ठीक है, Janani means पैदा करने वाला, and who gives you birth? Of course, your ma, your mother, right? Suraksha means what? Protection. Suraksha means what? Protection. So this scheme is all about protecting the mothers, and how we can protect the mothers by reducing the maternal and neonatal mortality. ठीक है, हम अपने mothers की रक्षा कैसे कर सकते हैं? So there are n number of ways to protect our mother. लेकिन यहाँ पे जब भी whenever you read schemes, ठीक है, और जब भी mother and child protection की बात आएगी ना, तो वहाँ पे maternal and neonatal mortality की बात जरूर आएगी. So that is the objective of this scheme, that is to reduce maternal and neonatal mortality by promoting institutional deliveries. ठीक है, the major highlight of this scheme is promotion of institutional deliveries. And do remember, there are other schemes as well which promotes the institutional deliveries, like लक्ष्य, ठीक है, लाइक जननी शिशु सुरक्षा योजना, सुरक्षा योजना, like प्रधानमंत्री मातृ वंदना योजना. So basically there are a number of schemes which have certain common objectives as well. ठीक है. It was launched in the year 2005 as a central sector scheme, and the people who do not know what is the meaning of central sector scheme, under the central sector scheme, 100% cost of that scheme is borne by the central government, is borne by the central government, right? While there is another type of scheme that is centrally sponsored scheme. Under this scheme, the cost is borne by by the cost is shared between center and state. The cost is shared between the center and the state, like in Ayushman Bharat. Ayushman Bharat is a centrally sponsored scheme. Whatever cost is there, it is shared between center and the states. ठीक है. Now eligibility criteria की बात करें, so first of all, under Janani Suraksha Yojana, the states are divided into two parts. Number one is low performing states. The states which have which have high maternal mortality and neonatal mortality. So these are categorized as low performing states, like Jharkhand, Bihar, West Bengal. Okay, these are the low performing states, and some states from northeast as well. Okay. So in the low performing states, all pregnant women delivering in government or accredited private health institutions are eligible. All pregnant women. Okay. Whether they are delivering in government hospitals or in accredited private health institutions. Accredited मतलब empaneled, जहाँ पे इन्होंने recognition दी हुई है. High performing states में BPL women who are of the age 19 years and above and delivering up to 2 live births in government or accredited private health institutions are eligible. Okay. So in high performing states, only the BPL women are eligible, while in low performing states, all women, irrespective of their economic status, they are eligible. ठीक है. And SC ST women अगर है, SC ST women अगर है, so they are eligible for both LPS and HPS without age or birth restrictions. If a woman is from SC or ST category, then there is no income criteria, there is no state criteria. SC and ST women are eligible for both LPS and HPS states, both low performing and high performing states. Right? I hope the eligibility criteria is clear. चलिए, कैश असिस्टेंस कितना है भैया, ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है, ये याद रखेंगे. If it is a low performing state, in rural areas, 1400 rupees for mothers, 600 rupees for ASHA workers. ASHA stands for accredited social health activist. Urban areas, 1000 rupees for mothers, 400 for ASHA workers. High performing states में rural areas में 700 for mothers, 600 for ASHA workers. Urban areas में 600 for mothers, 400 for ASHA workers. ठीक है. So you can see ASHA workers का change नहीं हो रहा है, mothers का change हो रहा है from the low performing states and high performing states. Right. Now the scheme focuses more on the low performing states because there is no special criteria like age or age का या economic status का कोई भी इसमें criteria नहीं है. So the scheme focuses more on the low performing states. ठीक है. And it is integrated with other uh, initiatives of the government like ASHA workers, Anganwadi workers, trained birth attendants from the implementation backbone. So basically, देखो institutional deliveries को promote करने का काम सरकार ने एक scheme बनाई. Right, the government has created a scheme, okay, Janani Suraksha Yojana, where we want to promote the institutional deliveries. Now, how these institutional deliveries will be promoted? Obviously, through the ground workers, through the workers who works on the ground, and who are the ground workers in case of health system, the ASHA workers, the Anganwadi workers, right? These are the ground workers. So this scheme is being has been integrated with आंगनवाड़ी वर्कर्स, आशा वर्कर्स, ठीक है. एंड वो एक और होती है, आई एम फॉरगेटिंग दैट, ऑक्सिलरी नर्स, मिडवाइफ्स, एएनएम्स, ठीक है. सबके साथ कोलैबोरेशन है. There is a support for home deliveries as well. Rupees 500 assistance is provided for BPL women who is above age 19 years or above, basically delivering at home in both LPS and HPS. अगर घर पे भी डिलीवरी होती है तो भी 500 रुपये मिलता है. ठीक है. Enhancing access, strengthening sub centers in tribal and hilly areas for conducting normal deliveries. ठीक है. And there are complementary programs. I already told you that there is not only one scheme which promotes the institutional deliveries, there are others as well. So all the scheme works in collaboration, works in tandem with each other, like Janani Sishu Suraksha Karyakram, right, for free transport, diagnostic and diet for pregnant women in public health institutions. So basically सब मिलके एक साथ काम करते हैं, right? I hope it is clear talking about the impact. So obviously it has led to the increase in institutional deliveries, and we could see in the NFHS data. अभी मेरे को numbers याद नहीं है, but yes, we have done a huge improvement in the institutional deliveries, and thereby we have done a huge improvement in the maternal mortality and neonatal mortality. Again, which was the ultimate objective of this scheme? What that is to reduce maternal and neonatal mortality, right? Inclusion of private healthcare is there, and of course, it empowers women by providing financial incentives, by providing institutional deliveries, by providing the required healthcare access to the women. Right. All right, my dear friends, that's it for these two schemes. I hope both the schemes are clear. If you have any doubts, you can ask me. Otherwise, give me a thumbs up. If you want to have the PDF of this class, you can join the Telegram channel PIB by Manish Sir. And if you are not able to find the PDF here, or maybe if you are not able to find the channel, in fact, you can DM me at Mashi Manish. कुछ ग्लिच की वजह से हो रही है गड़बड़ें, so you can DM me at Mashi Manish. I will give you the access to the channel. ठीक है, चलिए, please give me a thumbs up if everything is fine. If not, you can ask me. And the people who will be watching it later, you guys can ask your queries in the comment section. चलिए, I think there are no doubts. So let's wind it up. I'll see you in the next class on Wednesday at 8 a.m. with two another schemes from the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. Till then, keep studying and keep studying hard. Goodbye, take care, and God bless.